Can you talk about the compensation and wealth programs that IPA provides?
In our opportunity and in our organization, we are a performance-based organization. So when it comes to somebody's compensation, whether it be their weekly compensation or their monthly bonuses, their residual income, or their stock accumulation, we don't want to put any limitations or caps on what somebody can earn. So it goes back to the thing I mentioned earlier when we were visiting, is about, can you work for yourself? And so when somebody says, yes, I can work for myself, and I can go out there, and this is what my expectations are for me and my family, not for the organization, for me and my family. This is what I want to achieve in weekly income and residual income, monthly bonuses, and stock accumulation, which is kind of your long-term planning. Then it's very, very, very meaningful. So what we've done is we've been able to create a compensation platform twofold. One is from a personal standpoint. So when somebody comes on board, we can sit with them very quickly and say, where do you need to be now? Where do you want to be in the future? And when we determine that, then we can sit down with them and then based upon their time management, the other things in their life, be able to say, hey, look, we're going to recommend that you try to get in front of and serve no less than 10 to 15 people a week. Now, that doesn't mean 10 or 15 solutions or sales. That means getting out there in the marketplace. One of the best services and solutions we provide is no sale. Stay exactly where you are. You need to be where you're at. You have a good, whatever it may be. But we're constantly that integrity-driven approach. Well, when we know what somebody's income level desires are, what they need to be today, which are different, always different than what you want them to be for the future, we're able to sit back and sit down with them and say, we're going to recommend that you see between 10 and 15 people in your marketplace on a weekly basis so that you can meet those expectations. So when somebody does that and they go out and they visit those 10, 12, 15 individuals, businesses, whatever it may be, and they're able to create those solutions, that's what produces that weekly income and that instant weekly income. So there's no cap on that. There's nobody who's going to come in and say, well, we'll let you do as much as you want, as well as you want, up to $2,000 a week. No, there is no cap. So when that happens, then that starts building your monthly bonus programs, which are all proportioned to what you've been doing and serving in the marketplace on a weekly basis. It's also building that residual income, that money for the future that you need, so that when you go to bed at some point down the road on a Sunday night, you know, hey, I'm going to have $15,000 of income coming in this month before I serve the marketplace at all. And then one of the most exciting ones is our stock accumulation program. And it's a very complicated program, but it's very easy to explain. And it's very easy from the standpoint is that every single week somebody can put in up to 5% of their weekly earnings into the program, and we will match them 100% with no cap. Then they also can put, as they move into their 13th month, 20% of their renewal income or residual income into this program, and we will match them dollar for dollar with no cap. And this is all going into our parent public company of IHC, which is traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol of IHC. So their money is always their money. They vest on our money over a period of time, but it creates that long-term stability for an individual and their family so that they know that not only are they getting compensated fairly for what they're doing today based upon their performance and their desires and their commitments, the things they want, but they're also building a base of continuous residual income and long-term wealth that, quite frankly, we don't see a lot in the marketplace. You'll see some things out there where people make it sound like that's what it is, but in reality, if you look at it and you look at the facts of what the programs are, they're very predictable on our part. The second fold of that I mentioned is when you have that passion to lead and serve and be a mentor to others, well, not only will you get compensated for what your personal efforts are, that always certainly applies, but you will also be receiving an overwrite commission or overwrite income situation on the weekly income, on the monthly bonuses, on the residual, and on the stock program through just the simple fact of serving others, again, that are just like you. So being a team leader and having that desire to lead a team is really pivotal when somebody wants to take it to the next level. And quite frankly, something we desire.